Well, we welcome you back to Missouri Valley College and Greg Mitchell Field as we're ready for number 4, Oklahoma Wesleyan, and number 8, Missouri Valley College. The women's match ended in a 1-1 tie, double overtime. The Eagles come in 11-1. The Vikings are 9-2-2. The latest poll just out today. Lindsey Wilson, Kentucky, is number 1. Belhaven, Mississippi, number 2. Rio Grande, Ohio, number 3. This Oklahoma Wesleyan Eagle Club's number 4. Grandview, Iowa, 5. Benedictine, Kansas, number 6. Ashford, Iowa, 7. Valley's 8. Auburn, Montgomery, Alabama is 9. Hastings, Nebraska, 10. Embry-Riddle, Florida, number 11. Concordia, California is 12. Wayland Baptist, 13th. Baker is 14th. Columbia College is 50th. That's Columbia, Missouri. William Carey, Mississippi, 16th. Mid-American Nazarene will be here Saturday night. They are 17th. And let's see, Hannibal LaGrange in the number 21 spot. As far as the conference is concerned, the Vikings, this is not a conference match. They're 2-1-1. Benedictine 3-0-1. And the Vikings in conference are 2-1-1 are tied for third. But this is not a conference match. The Vikings in their home orange, the white stripes in the front, Vikings across the back shoulders, and the Eagles, really uniforms almost exactly like their women wore, the dark blue with the hard-to-read red numbers.
And makes it even more hard to read with the being later at night. And
Yep. Josh Wells will be in goal for Valley out of Kent, England. Josh is senior. Very good goalkeeper. And in goal for the Eagles is, we'll have to check that and see. It looks like number 1. I don't have a number 1 on my program. We will assume it is Luka Stojanovic. Luka Stojanovic is a goalkeeper out of Serbia. I assume that's who we have back in, or not on our program, but he is in my. Those.
it most likely is him, as he has most of the starts.
Yep.
In that for the Eagles.
Stojanovic in goal from Serbia. Ladi Simic, the coach for the Vikings from Serbia. We're underway. Number 4 against number 8 should be an interesting match. Vikings with possession, bringing it up the left side. And that is Raul Bonet as they work it back to the right. Ball goes out. It'll be Viking possession, just underway. Bonet is from Spain. And the Vikings will throw it in, or get it in, to Nicholas Alexander, young man out of Manchester, England. Vikings work the far side. They'll bring it out in front. Vikings try to keep it in play, and they do to Jimenez. Jimenez right in front, and diving for it and making the save is Stojanovic. Stojanovic taking his time as he sends this one into the Viking end. Fight for possession around midfield, off the chest to one of the Vikings. That was Jimenez.
Now one of the Vikings
is
staying down.
And we play on. Ball still. One of the Vikings is down now finally. Whistle stops play. Let's see who that is. It looks like that is Andre Oliveira. He was in there. He and one of the Eagles went for both went up for a header. I don't know what happened there, but he is still down.
I'm not sure if he landed wrong when he came down, or did he collide a little bit with the Eagle player, or...
This Oklahoma Wesleyan club, they're 11-1, 2-0 in the league. They've scored 32 goals and given up only 9 all year. So, once again, pretty good defensively. They're still looking at Oliveira. And play is stopped here in the early on, no score.
As the Vikings have 36 goals, and they've only given up 11.
Dave Tomchek, the trainer for the men's soccer team, is up and helping Oliveria to the sideline.
It looks like he's going to walk straight up to that.
Yeah, he's going to walk straight up to come back in as soon as we get in play. Josh Wells sends this one up the right side. And we're back in action.
And Alexander will come back in.
Yep. Alexander sends it off to the left side to Ferraro. Ferraro back to midfield. Up to Gomez. Now the Eagles' turn. They try to get possession. Fight for possession in midfield. The Vikings are going to win that battle. As we're just underway in the men's contest. Number 4, Oklahoma Wesleyan. Number 8, Missouri Valley. The Eagles, again, have given up just 9 goals all year, so you know this is a stingy defense. Alexander tries to chase it down on the far side. It goes out, and he is pointing at Zalad, young man, freshman out of Serbia, and saying it was off him, but no, the official says nope. Going to be a throw-in for the Eagles.
As this Eagles team does have one victory against another hack opponent. They beat Mid-America 1-0 earlier this year.
And again, that doesn't surprise me, a shutout since they've only given up 9 goals. We're just underway here, no score. On a chilly night in Marshall, Missouri, it's homecoming week. Our next live stream will be on Saturday. We'll have a triple header for you. The football game with Evangel, we'll have that at 1:30 with a pregame, and then we'll have both soccer matches with Mid-American Nazarene Saturday night. Here come the Vikings trying to get one through, and sliding out a goal and making a nice play there is Stojanovic. Vikings were trying to push that one through, and they had Gomez down there along with Jimenez. Now Ben Williams out of Liverpool, England. Both these teams have a lot of players, international players. Vikings, Gomez was double teamed, lost it. It'll still be Valley possession. The women's match, it was 1-1, and both goals were scored about 1 minute and 30 seconds apart, and that was it. Vikings send it in deep down there, left side, trying to get to it was Gomez. He couldn't do that. Jimenez, midfield. And there's Ferraro. The Eagles with possession. Milicevic. The throw-in will come from Williams. He'll toss it in. Vikings take it away. Good job by Carlos Munar. And here comes Valley. Yeah, they'll send it back, play a little defense here. Work it to the far side of the field. Alexander's camped over there. They try to get it to him. They'll send it in, blocked by one of the Eagles. The Eagles send it back, now whistle. Stops play with 39:35 to go in the first half.
Would not be surprised at all if they have one other defenders on Alexander at all times.
Yeah.
Don't not give him any room. As he is probably the one Viking most likely to hurt you in this match tonight.
Vikings retreat. Josh Wells sends it off to the right side, gives it to one of his defensemen. And they'll send it down, trying to get it to Alexander. It's headed about midfield by one of the Eagles. Ball stays in play. Now the midfield. Valley looking to set this up. They still have possession, trying to get the numbers. The Eagles are back defensively. Now they'll send one in, but Josh Wells able to get that. We're in the first half, no score. As the Eagles working against the Vikings. Vikings with possession. Now the Eagles take it away at midfield. And the Viking defenders get back as here come the Eagles on a run. Knocked away nicely by one of the Vikings. They'll bring it up the left side. That was a nice play by Oliveria, who's back in the contest, and he'll send it back to Josh Wells.
Now it looks like he's running normally, so whatever was hurting him before isn't now.
Probably was on that cold turf and thought, I'm going to get up. That's cold. Huh?
It's a possibility.
Ninkoff into the game, number 8, Ivan Ninkoff. He's out of Serbia. There's a long pass down, and it's going to go out. Giving chase for the Vikings was Gomez. 37 minutes, first half. No score. James will have the second half for you. Good spin move there by Ferraro, but he has it taken away from him. Vikings still fight for possession. That's Gomez. That one's sent down to Oliveria. Oliveria loses it. Here's a one-on-one situation for the Eagles. Good defense by Valley. They try to center it in. The Viking defenders are there. I believe that was Gudos who couldn't come up with a check. That's number 17. That's Cordero. Lucas Cordero.
And possibly Cordero, but one of the Eagles was offside on that one.
36 minutes to go in the first half on a chilly night in Marshall. Homecoming week. 2 home games this week, Saturday night against Mid-America Nazarene. But right now, no score in this one. And this ball goes out right in front of the Eagle bench. Throw in by Williams. And he gets it into Almeida. Lucas Almeida. Now they'll send it back to goal, and Stojanovic sends it to midfield, headed back by the Vikings. They try to get it up to the left side. Racing down was Gomez, but he couldn't get it to him. Now we're going to have a whistle. Ninkoff called for a push. So Williams will take control at midfield. First half, no score. Ninkoff will send it back, and they'll try to set it up and take it all the way back to Stojanovic. Working that left side. Almost to midfield now. Here come the Vikings. They try to get it through, and it's going to be offside. Well, they had 2 Vikings there. Alexander was one of them. Gomez, I believe, was the other. And they were both whistled offside.
It's probably going to be what the Vikings try to do, is just try to just get a foot behind them and get some openings behind the stinky defense, only giving up 9 goals. Yep. And there were 12 games.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get a goal. If you get 1 or 2, you better play some pretty good D if you get 1 or 2 of those goals. Vikings go to work defensively. Valley, on the other hand, has scored 38 goals, and they've only given up 12. So it could be a...
And Stojanovic has only given up 3 of the 9.
Depends on how it looks. It's either going to be a low-scoring game or both teams are going to score a lot of goals. I have a feeling it's going to be the low score. Boy, there's a collision at midfield. Wow. I mean, with reckless abandon for his body. Munar, I believe it was. Wow, he just came flying in there. All right, here comes Gomez. And the Vikings, they work it off to the left side. Keep it in play there. Gomez starts to retreat. Sends it all the way across. to the right side. Now here come the Eagles. Boy, I thought that was going to be offside. They didn't.
It is.
It was offside. I didn't hear that whistle. I thought, wow. But it was offside, so Vikings get it back.
Yeah, that was probably a pretty easy call. He was 3
Yeah.
or 4 feet offsides.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the easiest one he's going to have all night. Because both the teams are probably going to be offsides a lot and only by a couple inches.
All right, the Eagles with it in their own end. Really have not had any real good shots on goal yet in the first 12 minutes. The Eagles send it over to their right side. Williams pushes it in. Vikings are there, playing some pretty good defense. Good job, Oliveris. And he ends up on the turf again. He says, man, it could be one of those kind of nights, huh? Josh Wells comes out for it. Josh, a young man out of England. Gets it to Oliveris. Oliveris will send it up. Trying to get it to Bonet. He couldn't come up with it. And here comes Williams. And boy, there's the throwdown. Oliveris just grabbed. Oliveris, it looked like he just grabbed Bilisevic from the shoulders and threw him down.
Not many goals are going to be scored tonight, most likely. And if there are any scores, probably going to be on a free kick just like this. We can get a set play. And
yeah. Well, there was no question about that one. Oliveris just said, you're going down. And tossed him to the turf. Here's the free kick. Kind of a bluff. Went up to it, and everyone moved, and he said, not ready. Now he sends it in, and the Viking defenders are there. And that one goes wide left and all the way out and across the track.
That was actually probably a set play because it looked like the one that started early ended up going to the back of the line, then was the nearest one towards that ball.
So Josh Wells will send it in for Valley. We're in the first half, no score. Down to the 31-minute mark of the second half, of the first half. Again, we pointed out both these teams, they score a lot of goals. They don't give up many, so we're probably looking at a very low-scoring game. Nice move by the Vikings. Hey, try to get it to the middle and do. Now they work it back, slipping a little bit on the play, and the Eagles will take over. Looks like that was McCowan. Now back to Alexander with the left foot, sends it in, and coming all the way out is Stojanovic. And he hits the turf. Someone booted that out of there. And now the ball will go out on the far side. And that's a throw in for the Eagles. Williams for the Eagles on the right side. Vikings send this one up into the stands. Was a catch made? Nobody there. Kind of a breezy evening, so we have had real good crowds for the soccer matches tonight. Kind of a slim crowd because of the first night it's been kind of cool. Possession will be to the Vikings, right in front of Vladi Simic. Vladi's done a great job coaching this club. It's up to Menard. They try to go to Alexander, knocked away from him. And the Eagles bring it the other way. They'll work it up the left side. Knocked away by one of the Vikings. The Eagles still with control. Back in their own end now. They'll send it all the way back to Stojanovic. Stojanovic waits for his teammates to get in position. Still waiting. And now he'll send it. Was knocked right back by the Vikings. This is going to be Gomez on the run. He shoots, and it's in for a goal. The Vikings got it to Gomez, and it was one-on-one, and he sent it in. It was knocked away by Stojanovic, and then Gomez came right back to him, empty net, and he filled it up.
Yeah, Stojanovic took his time on that one, but it seemed like he did not get the clearing that he wanted. That was low to the ground. Vikings were able to volley that right back in the open field. So Gomez just ran on as he was onside easily. Ran on, shot on Stojanovic, but he made the save as you said. Then bounced right back to him, so he was able to bury it easily.
Yeah, it was wide open then. So 1-0. What was that for Gomez? How many does he have now?
He's got 5 now.
All right, 5 on the year for Gomez. So the Vikings strike with 28:45 to go, first half. Gomez was onside, and even though Stojanovic had the save, it came right back to Gomez, and he buried it. So here come the Eagles, down 1-0. I have a feeling they haven't been down too many times this year. They're 11-1. Oh, they get this one through, but it's going to be waved offside.
Only one loss, and it's only the 10th goal they've allowed. So
yeah, you know they haven't been behind too much.
They'll probably not be, if they are, they're probably not behind this early in the game
No.
either.
Well, okay, Josh, there's your goal. Now pitch a shutout.
And with how he's been playing this so far this season.
Could be. Vikings up 1-0 on the goal by Gomez. Comes all the way back. Wells comes way out for it. Now he'll wait for his defenders.
This is Wells' 13th start. He's got 6 shutouts.
Wow. Been named the player of the week a couple of times in the conference. The goalkeeper of the week a couple of times.
Then he missed that one. Yeah.
Ooh, here's a shot to the middle, and the Vikings keep it away now. Here's a shot. Oh, a diving save by Wells.
See, I believe Wells missed the game at CMU with the suspension, but Vikings were still able to come out with the win on that one.
Good job by Wells. There was some traffic in front of him. He was able to see it. Now here comes another long pass down. Vikings stay onside. Again, it's Gomez. Gomez sends it in. Ooh, and here's no shot. But the Vikings keep the pressure on. Now they'll fire another one in. It's headed away by the Eagles. They try to clear it out as the Vikings, again, putting some heat on the freshman, Stojanovic. Throw in by the Eagles. We're at the 28-minute mark of the first half. 1-0 Vikings. James O'Sullivan will have the second half for you. Sends it in. Viking defense is there. There's play right around midfield now. Eagles send it off to their right side. Looking to get through that wall of defense. Good job by the Vikings to knock it away. Now it's going to be Viking possession. Both players pointing at each other. The official said Viking possession. 1-0. Lottie Simic. A little pacing in front of the Valley bench. This is a big match. Vikings are number 8. Oklahoma Wesleyan number 4. When you start talking about national rankings and position for the national tournament, this is a huge game.
Then you even have the strength of schedule, which will be looked at. And Vikings hosted number 5 Ashford. They were number 5 at the time. And now hosting number 4.
Alley with it. Alexander tries to send it in. The Eagles back. They get to it. Alexander now comes up and slides into that one, knocks it out. The Eagles with it. And we're down to the 26-minute mark of the first half. James will have the second half for you. And he doesn't have a 6 o'clock workout tomorrow, so you can make it tonight.
It's always tough. It always seems like we have Tuesday and Thursday games.
Yeah.
And they always go into double overtime.
I know it.
I'm not back in my room until 10:30, 11 o'clock. I have to tear this down and take it back.
I agree with you. Yeah, double overtimes. Saturday we'll have a football game, and then we'll probably have 2 double overtime games against Mid-America. It'll be about 1 o'clock when we get out of here. But that's all right. Glad to have you with us on live stream.
We just had to tell both coaches when we're calling the games, just make sure they end at 90 minutes.
Get some goals. Our women had 2 great chances in the first half, just couldn't score. And
there's really chances in either overtime.
I may try to find out at halftime if I can find Coach Hawkins to find out about Miss Ennis, but she was taken off a leg injury, and we're not going to speculate at all there. But we might be able to find out. Here's into Gomez, here's the header, and takes a pretty good shot. Play goes on, and Stojanovic comes up with it. Gomez already has the goal. The Eagles will send it back to Stojanovic. A lot going on this weekend. How about our volleyball team? The women's volleyball broke the 20-win barrier at the York Triangular this past week.
I believe it's 21-2 now. That's what they are.
Yep. And it's the first time since 19...
between a couple of the Eagles. Stojanovic was
one
of them.
Wow, 2 Eagles are down now. And I mean, they're both down. And...
the one that is down near close to the box collided with Stojanovic.
Did we see a yellow card here?
I didn't see one.
Did Alexander get a yellow card? Yeah, he did. I think he did.
His reaction looks like he did.
I think he did. I think he got a yellow. Yeah, I think he did. I think they gave a yellow card to Alexander.
It must have been the second Eagle that went down close to the 20-yard line, collided with Alexander then. The official thought that was a little too aggressive.
And he's trying to explain what he did to the official, and he's not buying it.
Alexander's probably saying it was a 50-50 ball because that's going up.
But I think there was a yellow card. I really wasn't paying attention until I saw the reaction by Alexander.
Yeah, I didn't see one given out, but his reaction would make you think that he did get one. With how physical this game could be, that could be a big yellow card right there.
Now again, I'm not 100% sure that's what happened, but just by the reaction, I thought maybe it was. All right, Ben Williams will toss it in. Back to the volleyball for a moment. For the first time since 1994, women's volleyball team with 20 wins. What a great job they've done. And now as they battle for position in that conference tournament, if they're in the top 4, they'll be able to host a first-round conference tournament match. So wouldn't that be something? That'd be on November the 12th, so we'll keep you updated on that. They go to Peru State on Saturday and then have a couple of big matches. I believe Graceland and Benedictine next Tuesday and Thursday, both on the road. So a lot of road matches for our women's volleyball team. But if they can win a couple of them, pretty good chance to host on November the 12th. 23 minutes to go in the first half, 1-0. Vikings with a lead. And now, the official coming over to talk to Vladish Simic. Did he get a yellow card? They didn't know? Now I don't know what this conversation is about with Vladi. And Gomez is standing next to Vladi. The official's talking to Vladi.
I just went to check with the scorekeepers about that Alexander. Like, they saw the official's arm go up, but did not see a card in his hand.
Okay, well, but I saw the hand go up, and that's why I thought maybe there was a. And then right after that was the reaction by Alexander.
And they're saying that's how Alexander's always going to react. So.
So maybe not.
Maybe it was just a warning.
Maybe a warning. The next time I will have a yellow card here.
So I think all three of us, the one that was over there was telling me, he was like,
let's see, there's a stoppage in play.
Go up, but did not see any card in the hand.
Have an injured Eagle. And let's see who that might be. limping a little bit. I'm still trying to get a number there. It looks like number 17, and that would be Cordero, who's coming off.
Just shows how hard the numbers are to read when he's walking towards us.
I still couldn't see it.
Towards his bench, and he still can't.
All right, Vikings with it. And usually on the soccer jerseys, of course, you have the larger number on the back, but a very small number on the front. Not good for broadcasting purposes.
When they even had multiple lines on Oklahoma Wesley's jersey, though.
Yeah, that's tough. And the Vikings have those white stripes on the front of theirs, and then that number buried right in the middle of them. A little fight for possession there. And Makato out of Brazil, there's number 20, was involved in that for the Eagles. We're down to the 22-minute mark of the first half, and it's 1-0 Vikings. Gomez off the chest. Now the Eagles control. Makato. Back it comes over Ferraro for the Eagles. Sends it ahead. Going to be onside. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And a good block by the Eagles. Well, that was pretty close to a wide open attempt. But Stojanovic got there. Chance. Now the Eagles bring it down, send that one high.
That looked just like the Vikings last game. Looked like just their first goal. The through ball, it's considered onside, and then stayed by Stojanovic. This one just bounced away from everybody else.
So still 1-0. Everyone bundled up here tonight in Marshall. We're all right. We're inside. We have a little heat going on the floor. Not a lot, but enough to warm it up a few degrees. It's not all that cold. If it was like this in February, we'd think it was the warmest day of the year, but one of the first chilly evenings we've had. Alexander with it, trying to get through a double team. He pushes it to midfield with the left foot, off the leg of one of the Eagles. Now to Gomez. Gomez, good footwork. Brings it back to the middle. Sends it all the way across to the right side. And this is where the Vikings will go to work. Center one in, looking for Gomez. He heads it, trying to get it to the middle. Here's a shot. It's high and just left of the goalpost. That would not have been good in the football game or in the soccer match.
Especially not the soccer match.
No.
Well, high and wide.
And it was wide left of the goalpost for football. So it's still 1-0. Dave Tomchuk, the trainer, down working with one of the players for the Eagles.
It looks like they're taping his ankles. It might be Cordero, who just came out with that injury. Trying to tape his ankle and get back in there.
The Eagles keep it alive. Almeida, nice job. Now right in front of Vlade Simic. There's a little wrestling match going on, and Machado is called for the violation. Viking possession. Here come the Vikes again. Bonet trying to push it down, and this one is sent behind the Eagle bench. They're ranked number 4, Vikings number 8. A battle of top 10 teams tonight in Marshall. Oliveria sends it all the way to the right side. Vikings, 19 minutes to go, first half. They have a 1-0 lead. Send it back to Gomez. He loses control of it. But comes right back is Ferraro. Ferraro to midfield, taken away by the Eagles. But now the Vikings take it right back. A lot of action right between the 40s. There's a trip, no call. Now they send one in, but that's going to be easy for Stojanovic. Eagles have it. A busy, busy weekend coming up. I'll tell you about all the activities. We'll also, when we get a moment here, tell you about what happened in Kansas City today as far as the basketball meeting. But the rodeo team goes on the road. They'll go to University of West Alabama this weekend, so they'll be gone. But here's what's happening Saturday for homecoming, what we'll have for you. The Hall of Fame luncheon, the Ferguson Center Cafe, the CAF, and we'll have that on Stretch Internet for you. You'll be able to listen to that induction. That'll be at noon on Stretch. Football game, Evangels at Valley, at 2 o'clock. 1:30 broadcast on KMMO, Stretch Internet, and live stream. Then women's and men's soccer against Mid-American Nazarene at 6 and 8. James and I will be back for those on live stream. Women's volleyball, Valley at Peru State Triangular. They'll play Peru at 2, and that is a conference match, and then AIB at 4. And the rodeo team at West Alabama. Then next Tuesday, a week from tonight, we'll be back here for more soccer. Baker at Valley will have both of those on live stream as well. So that's what's happening. Busy homecoming week. Friday night to have the alumni banquet. We'll have the bonfire and pep rally about 8:30 or 9 o'clock at the Burns Complex. The torch run, a big tradition in Valley. The torch will be in just about time for the bonfire. Parade at, I believe, 9 o'clock Saturday morning, all part of homecoming. And back to soccer. Stojanovic in goal. And he's going to send this one high into the night sky to midfield. Here come the Eagles, trailing by a goal with 17 minutes to go in this first half. Vikings in orange. The Eagles in the dark blue. As you watch on live stream. Here come the Eagles. And send one in. Josh Wells hustles over. It was blocked. I didn't see who got the block back there.
It's a nice block that deflected it away. Otherwise, that might have been a clear shot on Wells. And who knows if that would have been going top corner or not.
All right, here come the Eagles. Another nice job by the Vikings to block that one. Gomez comes up. He whiffs on it, but one of his teammates is there to get it. And now it's knocked out by the Eagles. Machado. The Vikings will throw it in. Fight for possession in midfield. Ninkoff going to win that battle. So here come the Vikes. Alexander quietly sitting on the far side, waiting for him to get loose here.
He's probably just waiting for a chance to get a through ball down the sideline.
This one sent in, and it goes to Wells. Josh, no problem. I will pick it up, and he'll just roll it out to one of his teammates, about 30 yards out. 15 minutes to go in the first half. Vikings hanging on to the slimmest of leads, 1-0. Lottie Simic yelling out instructions down in front of us as we're in the football press box. Good clear view of the action down below us. Vikings still with possession. Now the Eagles trying to make a run here. And a nice pass. Vikings knock it away. One of the Eagles hits the turf. Now one of the Vikings hits the turf. Oliveris sends it back to Munar. And the Vikings holding on to that 1-goal lead. Josh Wells comes way out. Boy, that was a dangerous move. He came way out. There were a couple of Eagles there. Josh was able to, I don't know if that went off a play or went way off to the left side, and he was lying on the turf. So that was pretty fortunate.
It was a 2-on-0, so Wells had to come out.
Yeah.
Because he comes sliding out near the 15-yard line of the football field. Luckily, he got a foot on it. Otherwise, it's a 2-on-0 with no keeper in net.
He got a foot on it and went off to the left side. Then he had some help, and here's it. Get it inside and a goal. The Viking defense kind of collapsed that time, and a goal. And I didn't see who scored that one. Let's check. We'll have to go check and see it was. I believe it was I'll wait and see if I can see the number there.
You can see his shoes. He's wearing bright yellow shoes.
Bright yellow shoes, we know that. So if I knew who that was, I could tell you who scored the goal. But again, running to the side of us. Still hasn't turned around so I can see a number.
Now he's facing us, but you can't see the front of his.
Still haven't.
I'll keep an eye on the shoes.
I promise I'm going to get that. I promise I'm going to get you who scored that goal. There it is, number 10. Almeida. Lucas Almeida out of Brazil ties it at 1. Okay, so we know if he scores another goal, he's got the bright shoes on. He's got the bright gold shoes. But really, the Viking defense, they really weren't there, were they?
No, it didn't seem that way. It looked like Wells might have been upset at his defense. I thought I heard him yelling. Might have been at a couple of his defenders for not picking up their guy.
Yeah, because he just snuck through, and he was wide open. Nothing Josh could do about that one. So we're tied at 1. Here we go. 13 minutes to go in the half. It's going to be Eagle possession. Clock winding down, 12:48. And the Viking possession, I believe. Tied at 1. And we're winding through this first half. Viking possession in midfield. Now whistle stops play. Valley will have it. Vikes have possession. Right at midfield, to send it all the way back to the left side over below us. They're now trying to get it down that left side to Ferraro. Can't do it. Ferraro, though, double team. Keeps pushing, sends it back to the middle. The Vikings give it to Gomez. He pops one over the top. And Vikings now get it to Alexander. He steps in. A diving save by Stojanovic. That's what Alexander was waiting for, and Stojanovic came out and made a nice save.
As I saw before where Alexander had the ball, he had his arm up saying, hey, I got a little bit of space. Get it over to me.
Stojanovic made a nice move, though, and made the save. 11 minutes to go. Here is Alexander again, pushing it to the middle with the left foot. Trying to keep possession. He does. Chases it all the way across. Now centers it, but it goes off of one of the Eagles. Alexander trying to get possession. And this one's going to be sent out right in front of Lade Simic. Will be a throw in for the Vikings. We're tied at 1. 10:50 to go in the half.
Now
Here's
we have an Eagle.
Carney. We have another
slow
Eagle
to get
now.
up.
Slow to get up. One of the Vikings. Gomez is going to help him get up. Play goes on.
So
that's Williams.
Been kind of kicked at the ball at the same time.
Yeah.
That is Ben Williams.
Yeah, Williams going to stay in. Gomez went over to help him up. Here comes Valley, 1-1. About 10 minutes to go now in this first half. Number 4 against number 8, and Vikings have a shot as they get it inside. Here's the shot, and it's good! Jimenez, Miguel Jimenez went to the right side, and then he got it back to the middle, and he pushed that one by, and it's 2-1. How about that?
Great all-around play there by Jimenez to get space, move to the left a little bit, and then strike it past Stojakovic.
How's he on goals this year now?
Jimenez will have 5 now. 5
for him. Boy, that was a nice individual move. Went to his right, back to the left, and fired it in on Stojanovic. This team only gave up 9 goals all year, and they've given up 2 here in the first half. 2-1. Lade Simic now plotting the effort with 10:05 to go in the first half.
Alexander kicks out. He'll probably be done for the half. So that way you can have him for all 45 in the second half.
The Lade Simic having a conversation down below us.
possibly a conversation about the possible yellow card.
Yeah,
We
again,
still
we
don't
still
know
don't know. We still don't know. Oh, here's Stojanovic. He was going to blast that one out, and he kicked that one right off one of the Vikings. And that is the guy who just scored the goal, Jimenez. 2-1, Valley with the lead over number 4 Oklahoma Wesleyan. This could get very interesting tonight.
Yeah, I didn't look at the whole schedule for Oklahoma Wesleyan to see how many times they give up multiple goals.
Couldn't be many.
I wonder if the one loss was a 2-1 deficit, 2-1 loss, or
I don't have their whole schedule here.
I mean, you only give up 9 in the
you can't
in the 12 games. You probably don't give up multiple goals
No.
in the game, especially not in a half.
All right, Valley, they'd like another one here. Vikings taking possession at midfield. Here they come. A good job by the Eagles. Boy, it's rough out there. The Eagles send that one back to midfield. Now the defense back for the Eagles. They'll let this one go through to Jimenez.
You know, we were both thinking this could probably be a 1-0
Oh, yeah, I thought 1-0.
game. Now we have 3 goals scored in the first half, and you still got 8.5 minutes left.
Stojanovic will put the ball in play. He waits and he waits and he waits and he waits for someone to come on him before he sends it down for the Eagles.
It always seems like you will set it down and roll it like an extra 20 yards or
and he waits for someone to kind of make a move at him before he does anything with it.
Almost like he's wasting time even when you don't have to.
There's a center. Vikings get it out of there. The Eagles now down a goal, trying to push it there. They've scored a lot of goals this year as well. Both these teams are in the 30s in goals scored.
Both being top 10, there's no surprise. They're in the 30s with goals scored and just passing the double-digit mark in goals allowed.
7:43 first half. 2-1 Vikings coming in for Valley.
It's Declan Price coming in for Valley.
We see Declan a lot of times in the second half, but he's coming in early tonight.
It's only second half, about 7.5 minutes remaining like it is right now, trying to get a goal or just use his speed and set something up.
Gomez is out. Alexander is out.
I wonder if the cold weather, he's trying to get these guys out and
Maybe
warmed up a little bit before they go back out there.
Look at Declan streak down court. He's fast. Here he comes. Oh, he whiffed on it. He was going at top speed and missed it. He was going to just take that all the way down.
Yeah, that's why Price is an exciting player.
He is. He
probably would have taken that one all the way down and got a shot off.
And Declan comes right back, take care of that one. He works down the left sideline, and they want to get him the ball. He does have that speed. Off it comes to Verraro. Verraro sends it down to Price. Price in front of the Oklahoma Wesleyan bench. Now tries to get it back to the middle of the field. Taken away by the Eagles. Here come the Eagles on the run. Vikings knock it away. Ball is loose, and they'll chase it. Vikings will chase it down in the corner. Send it back to the middle where it's headed out by the Eagles. 6:25 first half. 2-1 Valley. Yeah, I was going to say, but hey, was trying to get to that one. Someone had their arms wrapped around him. Here come the Vikes. Leading 2-1. Lottie's used a few people, Verraro with it, and this one's knocked out by the Eagles. Throw in, 2-1, 5:45 first half. Send it deep, all the way across. Boy, it'd be nice to get one more here, James. I'm not getting greedy or anything, but I'd love to have one more in this first half.
But how does the way the Eagles team scores, that might not even be safe.
The Vikings, they send it in, but Stojanovic was there.
So I have a feeling these 3 goals are not all we're going to see.
Yeah, I do too. I think these two teams have too much firepower. And that's taking nothing away from the goalies. They're just a lot of firepower on both of these squads. Here come the Vikings again. 5 minutes to go in the half.
And obviously, he's not going to get one night, but Stojanovic had 5 shutouts. So both goalies are putting up their number of shutouts as well. So it's not like they're playing bad and they're just getting bailed out by powerful offenses.
Janelle Garcia running our camera tonight on livestream.com. Tyrone Ritter directing.
And we have Will Lee in the other.
Will Lee's on the other camera. Here's headed away out front. And now the Eagles will clear it all the way to midfield. Likes to go back and retrieve this one. They'll let it go out.
And another substitution for the Vikings.
Yeah, they bring a lot of people in here. I believe that is Alcaraz. I think I've got his name right.
And you don't really see Vladdy Simic make all that many substitutions in the first half. And this is at least the third one he's made. Maybe the fourth. So there's something to his plan tonight to get a lot of guys in there.
Yeah, he's had a lot of people in early, leading 2-1. All right, here come the Vikings again. They try to send it up the left side. The Eagles knock it away. Now Oliveira steps in, gets it to the middle. Bonet with it. He'll send it back. And hustling out is Stojanovic. Boy, the Vikings had a nice play set up there, but Stojanovic came out and disrupted that. Trying to use their speed to get another goal here. 3:15. All that remains in the first half. 2-1 Valley. As the Vikings. Juan Harris. Also in the game. Here comes Valley again. They send it forward, but that's not going to be an offside. And coming out is Stojanovic, and he makes a heck of a save.
I was thinking the same thing as you, is that the play was probably going to go up.
And I looked, and no call was there, so Alcaraz just continued to move.
I think the Eagles' defense kind of stopped thinking
I
that
did
the play
too.
was going up.
I looked across way and said, whoop, okay, let's play on.
That was a great save by Stojanovic. Not taking that it was going to be an offside since it looked so close, but to come off his line and make a nice stop. Otherwise, that's 3-1 late in the first half.
Monet, Bararo fighting for possession of it. Now it goes out. And this is going to be a throw-in for the Eagles, who trail 2-1 at the 2-minute mark of the first half. Williams will toss it in. And does. Gets it back. Viking defenders are back there. Bonet. We'll send it to, trying to get it to midfield, but the Eagles keep it in play. Trying to get a late goal here to tie this thing. And the Vikings just try to get to the break now. Maybe they can. Declan Price heading up that left side said, give me the ball. I've got the speed to get there. Now Oliveira with a minute 30 to go in the half. Again, bringing it up the left side of the Vikings. They'll send it through. And they're back into their own zone to Benet. Vikings taking their time here. Now the Eagles will take over at midfield. And they've got a 3-on-1. The Eagles knocked away by one of the Vikings. Ball loose. It's still loose. Wells has to come out and dive for it.
That bounced around like 5 times before it finally found a landing spot, and that was in Wells' arms.
Jack McCowan was right there. And Wells had to dive for it, and he got there before McCowan did. 45 seconds to go in the half. Here's Declan Price.
Great defenses. That was a 3-on-1. Just to save time, let other defenders get back, deflecting it, but then it gets deflected right into no man's land.
So the
25 seconds.
25 seconds. The Vikings will
probably just throw it in, take it to half.
Throw it in. Send it all the way to midfield, down to 13 seconds to go. Get it back in. 9 seconds, as you may hear the PA counting it down. This one sends all the way down. That's going to do it. So we are at the half. A heck of a half it was. Valley up 2-1. We'll take a break. James will have the second half as number 8, Missouri Valley, leading number 4, Oklahoma Wesleyan, 2-1. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with half number 2.